I'm so happy. Like, I've been writing out this high since Thursday because y'all, if y'all weren't keeping up to date with my videos, but it's okay if y'all don't, but like, I got into freaking nursing school like last Thursday, and I've just been so happy. I took a few days to, just, take it all in, just to celebrate my little victory. And yeah, I've been planning out this video for a little bit. Um, I just wanted to give y'all tips on how to get into nursing school. And if y'all saw my last video, and if y'all didn't, y'all can click right here. If not, no biggie, keep watching. Um, in my last video, I basically just talked about my journey getting into nursing school and how it was so hard for me, and I had to get through so many barriers, and there was just a moment in my life when I thought that this was not gonna happen, but by the grace of God, I got into the school of my dreams. Just saying that feels so good. Like, it feels like it didn't happen, but it happened. Like, I don't know if y'all get me with that, but yeah. Well, anyway, this video, let's get started because I want y'all to be successful and get into nursing school like me so we can be bosses in the future. So let's get it on. So I wanted to show y'all this cute little notebook that I got. It's just like a little journal type of thing. Like, I just write down like stuff for like videos and stuff, and I just thought it was really cute. I got it at Ross. They have so many like journals, like they're so cute and adorable, and I just thought I should share that. Like, I live for Ross. Like, if I can, I wish I could have like a Ross like everywhere I go, because that is my store. Fun fact, I used to work there when I was in high school, so yeah. Well, let's get started with this video. Enough of me talking about just random stuff. So if y'all see me looking down, I'm just looking down at my notebook because I wrote down like a bunch of stuff that I want to say and make sure that I give to y'all, because this is some important stuff that y'all need to know. So let's get started. Okay, so 1, join extracurricular activities, volunteer, and get some type of medical experience. So volunteering wise, I mainly focus on just going out to nursing homes and just volunteering on my own. So that's the type of volunteer work that I put on my application. Extracurricular activities, I just joined organizations that focused on going out to the community and just helping out. And I also joined one organization that we had like throughout the whole year. We would just raise money for one charity, and I thought that looked good on a resume, so I put that on my resume for nursing school. And I joined other types of organizations that had to do with Hispanic associations, first generation students. We had a pre-nursing club at our school, but I never joined it. But if y'all have one, definitely join it because they give you a lot of tips on how to apply. And medical wise, I had about 3 things that I put on my application that had to do with getting experience in the medical field. 1, I actually had an internship in the summer as a peer health ambassador, and we basically just went out to the community, gave them information on health and stuff like that. And I was mainly at the front desk. I was helping them translate because I know Spanish. And yeah, and number 2, which is I was a caregiver for 4 people who had disabilities. I would bathe them, I would give them food, I'd just be there with them, just interacting with them, making sure they had what they need. So my third experience was actually something that drove my entire interview. Like, I just talked about it because it just fit in with every single question they asked me, which was working at a psychiatric hospital. Basically there, I just helped with admissions, discharges, helped the med nurse do vitals, I gave people hygiene, I helped people shave. I basically was just kind of like, in a way, kind of like babysitting, making sure that they're where they're supposed to be at, doing rounds, and just overall interacting with the patients. and that was like beyond one of the most amazing experiences I've ever had. I learned so much from, working there, and I'll probably do a video on working at a mental health hospital and what it's like. So yeah, those were my medical experiences. So the second thing that I feel will make you a good applicant is your GPA. My GPA, I didn't do so good. Um, so when I first started college, I started off with a 4.0 for about a year, and 4 years later, my GPA looked like this. It just went down and down, and I ended up with just a 3.4. And the thing is with GPA, a lot of schools, it's different. It's not the same. Like my school, they didn't really focus on GPA. There was like a GPA that you had to have in order to apply. But other than that, as long as it looked like you were a well-rounded person, GPA didn't really matter. And for those of you who are applying to schools that the GPA does matter, I think my overall tip would be to make good grades on the classes you think are like the easy classes, because those are the classes that get you in the end that you think you can just brush off, but you end up realizing that every freaking class counts. So that's my overall tip on GPA. So let's move on to the third thing y'all need to do, which is, for me, I had to take an exam to be able to get my application going for nursing school, which is the TEAS exam. I had to take that exam. I studied for a month. I passed on my first try, thank the Lord, because I wasn't about to pay this much money to take the test again. That was my motivation, for, trying to pass. So my tips to passing the TEAS exam is, one, you have to join this Facebook page. I 100% recommend joining it. I'm going to put it right here so y'all know what it looks like. It's called the ATI TEAS Test Study Group. It's based on people who have taken the exam, who are attempting to take the exam, and it's just a great community. Like, they post questions that you can try to answer and help other people out, and they also have files there. I'm gonna say files again because those files are gonna like help you. I legit have this binder right here. Let me show y'all. This binder right here has all the files from that page, and it helped me pass the test. And I didn't have to buy a whole bunch of books and invest all this money on these guides, because these were for free. So join that group. Another thing I would recommend is two YouTubers. One is going to help you with math, the other one's going to help you with science. The math guy, his name is Brendan Kraft. I'm going to put his information right here and in the description box so y'all know what it looks like or who he looks like. And he basically has a section on his YouTube that is based on the math portion of the TEAS exam. I recommend to go through every single one of those videos. Get yourself a notebook, write down every single problem, work it out along with him as he goes through the problems, and I guarantee y'all will have a 90 and above on the math section. That's all I used to study for the math, and I got a 93 on that part. So subscribe to him because y'all are gonna thank him so much, because he is a lifesaver. So another YouTuber that I recommend is Mandy Parker. She is a babe. Like, if I could meet her in person, I would literally give her a hug. She has helped me so much with the science portion of the TEAS. Every single one of her videos, I went through every single one, took notes on it. It helped me a lot with understanding the hormone system part of the TEAS exam because my test had a bunch of questions on the hormones, and like the hormones is such a big chunk and so much information. She made it so easy. I recommend her go through all of her videos and you'll have no problem with the science portion. Another thing that I want to say is to join and download applications on your phone. One application that I recommend is Picmonic, which is an audio visual learning type of app. It helps you understand like super difficult stuff, especially on the science portion with the body systems and all this stuff. It'll help you so much. So download that app. Another app that I recommend is the ATI Pocket Prep. It's just a bunch of questions. I recommend going through all these questions when you're on the toilet, when you're doing nothing, when you're on your phone late at night. I recommend downloading the app and just answering questions throughout your day. So yeah, definitely download these apps. And my last recommendation for the TEAS exam is to get yourself this book right here, the ATI TEAS Secret Study Guide. This is an old version, but it helped me with my exam. This book, I mainly used it for the reading and English portion. That's all I used for English and reading. Like, I suck at English, especially the grammar and all that, but this book was really helpful with understanding that material. So yeah, guys, everything that I said, please take it to heart, because like these are tips that I really feel that'll help y'all. So do them and you will be successful on your exam. Okay, so the last thing we're going to talk about is prepping for the interview. So let me tell y'all, the first time I did my interview, I sucked. Like, it was not good. I ended up getting rejected the first time I applied to nursing school, and you know, the second cycle came around and I prepared so much for the interview and I actually got accepted the next time around. So I know what I'm talking about when it comes to preparing for the interview. So listen up, y'all. One thing I highly recommend, if your school, or y'all should like search it up, if they have a nursing page on Facebook, absolutely join it. For my school, they had a page on Facebook, and people who have gone through the interview, they would post questions that they were asked. And I went through the entire Facebook page, every single post, and I found questions that people were asked. I wrote down all those questions on a paper, and let me tell y'all guys, when the interview came around, all the questions that I prepared for, they asked me. So definitely find out if your school has a nursing page. Another thing that I did was basically do what I'm doing now. I recorded myself because I found out so many things that I did that were awkward that I would do when I would answer questions. I would play with my hair like this. Whenever I would ask myself a question, I would be going like this. I'd say a lot of things like, and I would take pauses that just were so awkward. So definitely record yourselves, because y'all will find out things that y'all think y'all don't do, but y'all actually do. So yeah, that's a tip that I have. Let's see. One thing that I would also recommend is something that I actually didn't do, but definitely do it if you need the practice. It's mock interviews. My school has a career center where they do mock interviews, and they help you all out with the nursing school application, and they give you all tips on things on what to do, what to wear, how to say things, how to respond to questions, stuff like that. And definitely, if your school has that, do it. Another thing I did was get on YouTube, look up interview tips. Especially, I felt like when I answered questions, I answered them so low that I felt like the interviewer didn't know what the heck I was saying. I had a problem with tone and how to just pronunciate my words, and so I just, got tips from YouTube on that, and it helped me do a lot better on my interview. So definitely get on YouTube and find interview tips. Another thing that y'all definitely need to do at the end of your interview, when they ask you, do you have any questions for us? Ask some questions. I don't care what it is, ask it. Um, One question that I would recommend y'all say is, what is one thing that nursing students don't know that they should know when going into nursing school? I felt that they really liked that question. Like, I feel like they weren't expecting that. And so, yeah, definitely use that question on your interview. I'll let y'all have it. I don't care. Y'all can take it. And the last thing I want to say is dress code. Business professional, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I gotta say. If y'all need examples on what to wear, definitely get on Pinterest, because that's what I did. I just went on Pinterest, looked up what business professional was, because I wasn't 100% sure. Definitely don't be wearing stilettos. Keep it at 2 to 3 inches, ladies. Don't be walking into your interview looking hoochie and stuff. Definitely keep it modest. I wear a blazer, a blouse, and some pants, and 3-inch heels, I think. Um, I just kept that real simple, and I did fine, because there's some people who just don't know what business professional means. So look it up on Pinterest. They have amazing examples. And yes, guys, I want y'all to understand how much I want y'all to get into the school, and I need y'all to follow these tips to be successful. So yeah, guys, thank y'all for watching this. I love y'all. Have a good day. Adios.